Well, I had something happen that I haven't had happen in a long time, and it's only happened twice to me in 50 years. I got a flat tire on a street bike, and it happens to be on my 2002 Honda GL1800 Goldwing. Man, I just can't catch a break on this bike. But I got brand new tires on it, and the rear tire, I got a nail in it. So I put a plug in it, and just to get by. I don't like plugs for a permanent fix. I know that there's people out there that's run them for thousands of miles with plugs in them, but I prefer to take the tire off and patch it. I think that's more of a permanent repair. So today I plan on taking my tire off the rim, and then we're going to go ahead and patch it and put it back on and be good to go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I want to mention too, is all I'm going to use this machine for is I'm going to try to break the bead on this Goldwing wheel. And people have asked if this would work on this machine, and it will not. It's got a little itty bitty hole here. I can knock this out, which I will later, but it's maybe a 3/4 hole, and it would have to fit over this probably 1.5 inch, 1 3/4 rod. So it won't work on there. I thought about adapting my Harbor Freight motorcycle tire changer thing onto here, but it's going to be a lot of work, and to get this centered to where when it spins it doesn't go oblong, you know what I mean, and throw it off. And I thought that'd just be too much, so I just assume spoon it off. So that's what I'm going to do. So right now we're going to go ahead and break the bead on that with my new machine. All right, we'll go ahead and take this valve core out of it first. And I want to mark on here the location of my valve stem. Well, this ain't marking too good. Because I got my tire balance really good on this, so I want to mark it. I want to make sure that I get it back in the same spot. That's not great, but it's on the D in radial, and it's the only D in radial on here, so I got these line the D up with my valve stem. All right, let's see how this thing does pushing off a motorcycle tire. I can't see it being any different than a car tire, actually. I don't want it to hit on that valve core. Yeah, it really presses that off nice. Alright, I think that's all the way off. Now I'm going to knock out this cap. If you don't have one of these stands, it really makes it handy for doing this kind of work. I'm going to put this valve core down here close to me. And then I'm going to put a little bit of soap on it. Put a few of these rim protectors on here. Just got to make sure that this tire stays down in the drop center. And these tires are kind of stiff, so you got to work them a little bit. Now we got that first bead off of it. Looks like that second bead's a little bit stiff on there. Still kind of stuck. So there we go. Well, I was hoping that it would hit the cardboard. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can pull that plug out. All right, I'm going to try to pull that plug out, and then I'll show you the rest once I get that out. All right, I got the plug out. So now I'm going to go ahead and drill this out. I don't think I need to drill out much. All right, some stuff off my marker. Hopefully it'll mark better. All right, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to smooth this all out. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this vulcanizing cement. I'm going to let that dry. Okay, now I'm just going to put a little bit of this. All right, I got that blue tape off. Now I'm just going to put just a little bit of this liquid down in here to help it slide through. Now I'm going to grab a hold of it out here and pull. As soon as you feel the rubber come through, then you let go of that metal part. And we use this roller and kind of roll it in and seat it down real good. All right, I think that's in there pretty good. Then there's a clear coating that we have to peel off. Kind of lifted that up a little bit. I'm gonna go back over that again, make sure that didn't pull up anything. I think that's good. All right, then we'll take our liquid. All right, then we'll take our vulcanizing liquid and we'll give it a good coating of that. Okay. All right, so now I want to try to get this as flush as possible when I cut this. So, it's a good patch there. All right, there's my finished product. Pretty much dry. And right there's the top of it. So it looks pretty good. It sunk in just a little bit. I must have pulled it out just a little when I was trimming it, and it pulled back in, but it's not in recessed very much. It's just a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and lube up the tire. You know, I really hate having to do anything to this tire because, man, it was balanced so good and didn't have any problem with it leaking air out until I got something in the tire. That was such a shame. And I don't like plugging tires on a motorcycle. I don't like it. I don't even like patching it. I just soon replace it. But since this is so new, I don't even know if it's got 500 miles on it. It probably does. Probably has more than that, but probably not much more. All right, that should be enough soap. Now let's see which is the right way. I think this is the right way, and the radial, the D on radial goes down here. So put that one on, I'll line this one up. And I'll put this on here. This will probably help hold it down. There we go. I'll move it over from that valve stem a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to try not to scratch the rims. I don't like to use rim protectors on this because I have had them fall down in there before. And I don't like that at all. So I'll just try to be careful. This big, this wheel on the back of this Goldwing, it stays dirty. I guess because, you know, it has all them boxes on it. And it kind of holds the road grime or something. I've tucked that one under my leg. Kind of work my way around. The main thing to remember when you're spooning these on is you got to keep this in the drop center. And one of these little tools holds it down and really helps. Works really well. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put our valve core in it. I could blast this tire onto the bead real quick, but you know, this tire fits so tight on this rim that I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think it'll air right up. Yep, slipped right on. $56. I've done so many tires lately, I forgot what the tire pressure is on this. I think it's 41 or 42 in the rear. $41. And it's not something that I like to do, especially on a big machine like this. If I plan on taking any trips with it, I might change the tire out and just put a new tire on it. But I'm going to run this for a while, see if it's got any leaks, see if I notice any problems with it or anything. All I got left to do is balance it and put it back on. It ain't going to be a big deal. So anyway, I appreciate you coming along and watching. Hopefully it was helpful. I'm going to put some links in the description to the stuff that I used in case you're interested. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.